One of the cornerstones of a stateless society is the non-aggression principle. You mentioned, thankfully, nature rights and thrive too. It strikes me that the non-aggression principle needs to also apply to nature and animals as well, i.e. our current objectifying of nature and animals as commodities is utterly unsustainable. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm really glad that you brought that up, because it's not there in the non-aggression principle, and it's not there in most libertarian philosophers. But Kimberly and I are very strong advocates for the rights of ecosystems, and most fundamentally, because I mean, philosophically, the if you're trying to protect individuals, every individual needs to depend on ecosystems for their survival. We don't survive without this planet. And the planet has its ecosystems, which provide our food, shelter, everything. So, but I want to acknowledge at the same time that it's a very gray area. These are the gray areas that need to be explored at universities, you know, through Hollywood, and through social media and so forth. These are the conversations we should be in, is at what stage does polluting an environment violate other people? At what stage does damaging an ecosystem destroy the ecosystem that then damages life for all beings? And some things are very obvious on that. If you dump toxic, uranium in a river that then pollutes that river for the next, 350,000 years, well, you've clearly violated people, even though you didn't go up and hit them or steal their savings or something like that. So that's an extreme that makes it clear that the violation of an ecosystem does that. On the other hand, if you drive your car later today and you put toxic waste into the air that creates pollution that ultimately could make people sick and destroy crops and all that kind of stuff, well, obviously we're not going to stop driving our cars tomorrow. So there needs to be a transition. So we need guidance. We need clarity about how do we manage that transition with the beacon of total freedom in mind, and with the guideline of protecting the rights of the individual and the rights of ecosystems. Because when I mentioned the Nitsai Gwich'in up in Alaska, they obviously take the lives of caribou and of seals, and they have depended on that for thousands of years. And they are very wise as to how they do it. They can take ones that have been injured. They can take old ones. They don't take young birth age females. They don't take pregnant ones. But they acknowledging that they need it for their survival in their ecosystem. They do it with great reverence and with wisdom about how to share the life of that being without damaging the ecosystem upon which their herd and their tribe both depend. So these are the conversations of the future that aren't even being had right now. They're not even being allowed.